Beginning with it. What's up? It is Talking Sass back for yet another episode with another one of the participants at Remix Pro Wrestling for the vacated Remix Fury Women's Championship. And I'm so excited to have her with us today. This is Ashley Demboise. Did I get that correct that time? All right. I was so worried about that. I was going to mess it up. How are you doing, Ashley?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Oh, definitely. I'm excited to have you. I would say I'm the least familiar with you, but to be honest, the only one that I've been really, really familiar with is Danny Moe, because she's been at Remix Pro for a long time with her life partner, Facade. And I'm a former Remix champion there. So I've known her for a very long time. So, and Katie and Raylan I've known of, but not really, I've never crossed paths with. So it's nice to finally meet you.
Nice to finally meet you as well. And I love it. I learned that you're living in Laval right now. I'm like, oh, so jealous.
It is. It's a small world, like the wrestling world. And then like you get like to know people and they're like little like details of their life. And it's crazy how like a lot of other ways you intersect and you would never have known, like, you know, those 7 degrees of separation kind of thing.
For real. No joke.
Now I want to get right into it because like I'm just amazed at like the research that I did and what I learned about you. Your very first match was at AEW Dark. I would die. How were you feeling with that when you faced Penelope Ford?
I was oddly confident because of the training I had had. It was straight out of the pandemic, and all I was doing over the pandemic was training. There was nothing else to do. So when I joined Team Adams in New Jersey, that was family. We were there 4 days a week, sometimes 5 if we wanted to get an extra weekend training in. And then we started things started to like pick up, and my coach was like, all right, like shows are going to start happening again soon. The world's going to open up again soon. You guys need to get ready. And I swear it was maybe like a week after he sent out that warning, he got a message from QT asking about female talent. Like he's kind of known as the women's trainer in the Northeast, or at least in New Jersey for sure. And so a lot of people will ask him like, hey, do you have any female wrestlers on your team that are ready to go? And I had never had a match yet because I trained for 6 months and there were no matches or no shows running that I knew of or that he was aware of. And one other girl on the team was like, already had years of experience. And she was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And he asked me, he's like, you ready to go to TV next Tuesday? I was like, I'm not going to say no. So I went, and I had a lot to kind of uphold for his sake and for my sake too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great opportunity. And like you said, you're not going to say no. I think if there's wisdom to be parted out there, like to anybody upcoming in the business, it's always take an opportunity and never, I don't want to say be prepared for any situation ever. Like maybe they want you to wrestle. Maybe they need you to do some other kind of background stuff. Like always be prepared. And you know, like you said, never take no for an answer. But I mean, they must have loved you at AEW because I mean, for your first 9 months of wrestling, that's your first match. But for 9 months, you wrestled AEW, I mean, countless times on Dark and Elevation. You wrestled Nyla Rose, Tay Conti. I wrote them all down because you just had so many. Julia Hart, Abaddon, Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander, Anna Jay, Dr. Britt Baker, Sky Blue, Brandy Rhodes. And that's all within 9 months of your very first match. I mean, as you're going and you're getting, I would assume, more confident because they're asking you to keep coming back. How does it feel to wrestle all these women with years of experience, hundreds of championships between all of them?
So that's where the weirdness comes from. Like, I feel like my career happened backwards to start with the momentum. Like the momentum happened backwards, where it was like, I got a really good taste of what my end result goal is. And I got so much wisdom from women who've been through the ringer. And I almost felt like because my ability to call matches and to work was drastically different from these other women. And they would tell me stories like, you know, you have conversations throughout your time on the tapings. And I just felt like, damn, like I never had those experiences of like traveling every weekend, doing the road warrior stuff, flying out here, sleeping in weird places, crashing with a friend. Hey, can I throw you money for gas? Like it just seems so rich and so full of life substance, as opposed to like the fly out, do a show, go back home, you're done. There was this community, this networking, these relationships built that I really wanted. So I started to build relationships within the company, but still it was like I didn't have that ground to stand on yet still. So then I realized, okay, I need to flip the switch and I need to dive into the wrestling that I would have done if I hadn't had this opportunity right off the bat. So what's funny is getting that opportunity first and being able to talk to these women who already have status, who built and grinded and found that grit to be where they are. It made me go, okay, I need to not start over, but have a new perspective on what I need to get myself to that mental capacity, that ability to handle. Wrestling's way more than physical. I jumped in real quick. My dancing helped. My athleticism helped. But you can't do it, and you can't get it until you do it. Like you can't get better at ballet unless you do ballet. You can't get better at wrestling until you wrestle. You just have to get out there and wrestle. And the experience that I needed to make me a more reliable person in that ring, it needed to be out on the indies. So I found a lot of value. I'm finding a lot of value in that. And I'm, thank God, like I'm booked every weekend, and I even have bookings in 2023 now. So I'm like, I'm doing the damn thing. And now I want to get back on TV. So I'm like, okay, I got stuff. All right, let's go. Where's the next stop?
I mean, that's amazing that you have that kind of perspective that, okay, I need to go back to, you know, independent shows and earn basically, I guess, your stripes that way. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if I would say the majority of people, if they started at AEW, their first match, and like I said, had the caliber of talent that you were in the ring with on a regular basis, they would be like, oh, I'm top dog, you know, I don't have no Roman Reigns, whatever. But but you know what I mean? Like people would take advantage of that situation and maybe have a bit of an ego, but yet I find you're so much more grounded, and like you're like, no, I gotta take it and switch my perspective and really get these experiences that other women are having, that the caliber of women that you were wrestling were having before AEW, and probably some of them even now, you know, they're still doing independent shows, some of them. So I mean, that's amazing that you have that perspective. And I find, like, even though you're only a year and a half in now, almost, well, yeah, about a year and a half in.
Will be 2 years.
Yeah, that's insane. That, like, for me, you're so, like, it seems you're very mature within your own career. Not that, like, I know how old you are and everything, but like you're obviously, you know, you've grown, you've had life experiences, so you're mature in that way. But like to be a year and a half in and still be able to be like, I had these great opportunities, now I want to go and kind of rough it, I guess is a good way to describe it, is amazing perspective. I think that's fantastic. Kudos to you.
Thank you. And I have really great trainers that are like the guidance that I have through this. I think even that I'm not even roughing it the way that I know people are roughing it out there. Like I'm just trying to get more experience. And you know, like I feel like you get more value out of working with multiple different people before you get like I definitely, I want a contract, I want to work with a major company, and I want to have that roster of people where I can really study their moves and work with these specific people and really hone in my focus. And but until that time comes, until my time comes, you know, there's no rhyme or reason. I want to play with everyone, you know.
Oh, definitely. Like me, I'm so sad because like I look back at my time. Obviously, I wrestled for quite a while, and I wrestled a lot of great women, some on TV, some that never made it to TV, but still I got to learn from a lot of women who had more experience than me and taught me a lot. But like I look at some of the women coming up now, and like I felt this way for the last couple of years. Like it's crazy the amount of just God-given athletic talent that women are having in, not that they didn't have it before, but like I just think today's athletes, especially the women, are just like it has gone from bra and panties matches, what, like 15, 20 years ago, to these outstanding athletic women having 5-star matches, sometimes even better than most of the men on the show. And it's not considered toilet break or whatever match anymore.
Yeah, dang. I didn't even consider that. No, now it's the attraction. Now it's, oh shit, there's a girls match, let's watch it. But like not for, hopefully not for bra and panties anymore.
I'm sure there's still some archaic thoughts out there somewhere, but at least the majority of people have moved on. And now we are, like you said, you are star attractions. And let's talk, I mean, AEW, you are coming in, you're debuting. So are the other three girls, Danny, Raylyn, and Katie. All four of them, or all three of them, all four of you have not wrestled yet for Remix. I mean, coming in, do you know what to expect from this crowd? Because I can tell you, but I want to know what you're gonna expect.
I have no idea. I've never even actually been in Ohio. So
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I know you're IWC champion, women's champion. Obviously, that's right over in Pittsburgh. I would have thought like Ohio is literally like a stone's throw. I would have thought you would have been all over Ohio. But
I
the
reached out to
Remix crowd,
someone.
oh man, the Remix crowd, I miss it so much. Like I was a heel, like I would say 98% of the time that I wrestled. And at Remix, they turned me. Like it wasn't even me, like they turned me babyface. And like I didn't understand it because I'm a friendly person outside of wrestling, but in wrestling, I was not a friendly person. And so how they turned me face, I don't know, but I loved it. And there's always, I don't know how many people fit into this gym that you're going to be in, but it is amazing. It's packed from the bottom next to the ring, the front row, all the way up to the bleachers into the back row. And the locker room's amazing. Everybody there is having a great time. And I'm just like, I'm so excited for you four to go. I mean, obviously, Danny Mo. Have you wrestled Danny Mo yet?
No,
No, she's the only one you haven't wrestled, right? Raylyn, you wrestled, and Katie, you wrestled. Well, Danny Mo has been at Remix, like I said, with Facade for a long time, but this is her first time wrestling. And like, I'm just blown away at how much oh my goodness, look at the kitten. I get distracted by animals, which is great because Remix is actually a benefit for the Humane Society. So it's perfect. You have your dog and your cat there. Yeah, it's Throwdown for the Pound number 20. It's amazing. I'm so excited. Oh, I love how it just sits on your shoulder.
His name is Colibri and it means hummingbird. And he's my little bird, my little cat bird.
Oh, I love him. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. She knows she's the star of the show. She's like, look at me.
Yeah. Like, you guys keep talking if you can.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just gonna, wrap my tail around you and probably claw at your back a little bit, and we're good.
Oh, my claw marks. You'll probably see them on the 22nd. He'll hang on my shoulder like this, and then if my t-shirt slips, he'll grab onto the shirt, and it's my skin.
Oh.
I think he's done with me now. Oh no, he's not. Just kidding. Okay.
No, she wants to be the star. That's okay. But going back to Remix, like I said, it is actually a benefit for the Throwdown. This is Throwdown for the Pound 20. So there's been 20 other previous shows that they've done the benefit for, and it's great. Like I said, the locker room is fantastic. The crowd is going to blow your mind just how amazing they are. I mean, I can only imagine with COVID and not being around for a couple of years because of that, how electric it is going to be for you guys. So I'm really excited. It's going to be the best. But I know you have a lot of time commitments today, so I'm going to let you go. But I want to say thank you so much for being on Talkin Sass. And when you win that Remix Fury Women's Championship, you can feel free to come on back and we'll talk some more.
I absolutely will. I'll talk to you later.
Awesome. You guys heard it first. All right. Talkin Sass. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much.
No problem.